Good evening. This video is being prepared to have you an insight into the topic of K-maps. It is actually a very important topic related to digital electronics curriculum. So let us start. What are actually K-maps? A K-map, as is the given in the slide, provides a systematic method for simplifying Boolean expressions, and if properly used will produce the simplest SOP, that is sum of product, or POS, that is product of some expression possible, which is known as minimum expression. Means the aim of the K-maps is to minimize the Boolean expressions provided to us as the question. We have to minimize the Boolean expressions to find out the minimum expression. As we have already seen that the effectiveness of the algebraic simplification depends on the familiarity with the laws, rules and theorems of Boolean expressions, Boolean algebra, and on the ability that how we apply these rules and laws on them. The Karnaugh map or K-map on the other hand provides, simply we can say that it provides a cookbook method for the simplification of large Boolean expressions so as to minimize them to get a minimum expression. K-map is similar to a truth table. We can compare it with a truth table actually, because it represents all the possible values of input variables and the resulting output for each value. Instead of being organized into columns and rows like we do in truth table, in K-map or in Karnaugh map, we use the array method. We use the array of cells in which each cell represents a binary value of the input variable. The variables can be any variable that can be in the form of any character, that is A, B, C, D or X, Y, Z. So we don't have to confuse between these variables. Variable can be any variable. We can also take PQRS variables. The cells in the K-map are arranged in such a way so that the simplification of a given expression is simply a matter of properly grouping the cells. What we have to do in K-map, that we have to properly group the cells, we have to make the pairs, we have to make the quads, and how we have to make do this all thing, this depends upon that whether we are using a 3 variable K-map or 4 variable K-map. It depends upon the expression provided to us, which expression we have to minimize. If we have to minimize a 3 variable K-map, means maximum, if for example in a given expression if there are maximum 3 variables available, then we have to use 3 variable K-map. On the other hand, if maximum number of variables available in a expression are 4, then we have to use 4 variable K-map. Then we have to minimize with the help of those K-maps and find out the minimum expression. Those expressions can be in the form of sum of product terms or product of sum terms. The method is little bit different for POS or SOP forms. We will see that later. Karnaugh maps can be used for expressions with 2, 3, 4 and 5 variables. Means we can use Karnaugh maps up to 5 variables, and if we have to if suppose we have 6 variables available, we will not use K-map because it makes the process very complicated. So for 6 variables we prefer to use another method which is called as QM method in short, and is abbreviated as Quinn-McCluskey method. So let us move forward. 3 variable K-map. We will start from 3 variable K-map. So a 3 variable K-map is actually an array of 8 cells. Array means there are 8 squares we can see in the diagram given in the slide. See this diagram number A. There are 8 cells available. In this case, A, B and C variables has been used for K-map. You can also be provided with some other variable like XYZ, as I have already told you. The binary values of A and B are along the left side. We can see in the diagram. We can notice the sequence, and the values of C are across the top. You can look the top. The binary values has been written for C as 0 and 1. On the other hand, the binary values across the vertical side, we have written the binary values for AB as 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. The value of a given cell is the binary value of A and B at the left in the same row combined with the value of C at the top in the same column. So as given in the diagram, we can draw 3 variable K-map either vertically. So AB will be on the vertical side, or see the third diagram, we can draw it horizontally also. So there will be only single variable on the vertical side, that is A, and BC on the horizontal side. So it depends upon you which one of these you can prefer, you want to prefer. Let us move towards next slide, that is 4 variable K-map. It is again an array of 2 raised to power 4, that is 16 cells. So there will be 16 squares available for 4 variable K-map, and we have to arrange all the variables accordingly. The binary values for variables AB and CD has been written accordingly. For AB, starting from 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Each time when we move from 0, 0 to 0, 1, we can see that there is a change of only single variable, that is 0, 0 has been changed to 0, 1. It has not been changed to 1, 1. So we have to take care of this thing, that we have to only change single variable when we move from one variable set to another variable set, whether it is on horizontal side or vertical side. For example, the cell in the upper right corner has a binary value of, we can see from the diagram, the upper right corner have the binary value ABCD, that is 0, 0, 1, 0. We can see the rightmost upper corner cell, it will be having binary value 0, 0, 1, 0, because against that 0, 0 has been written for variable AB, and for CD 1, 0 has been written on the top right corner. So like that we can write down the values. Now see this diagram. This is called cell adjacency. So what actually cell adjacency, which has been shown in this diagram, the Carnot map are arranged so that there is only single variable change between adjacent cells, and adjacency is defined by a single variable change. So in the 3 variable map, the 0, 1, 0 cell is adjacent to, for example, 0, 0, 0. It is adjacent to 0, 1, 1 cell. It is adjacent to 1, 1, 0 cell, and so on. Okay. For example, we have suppose a cell 1, 1, 1. So it will be adjacent to single variable change cells. Whenever there is a single variable change for those cells, it will actually qualify the adjacency. Physically, each cell is adjacent to the cells that are immediately next to it on any of the four sides. So, how you can define adjacency physically? Any of the cell in its adjacent cell will be the adjacent. So there will be four sides, and on the four sides, whatever is the adjacent cell, that is the adjacent actually in K-maps also. Also, the cells in the top row of the adjacent, the cells in the top row are adjacent to the corresponding cells in the bottom row, and the cells in the outermost, that is outer left column of the adjacent, are adjacent to the corresponding cells in the outer right column. So, for example, we can see in the diagram here that the cell 0 0 for AB, we can see AB variable, and 0 0 has been written downward of that AB. So this cell, which is 0 0 0 0 0 0 for AB and 0 0 for CD also, this cell is adjacent to the cell at the upper right corner, topmost right corner, that is 0 0 1 0. So these cells will also be adjacent to each other. So we can define adjacency in this way also. Similarly, the cell 0 0 0 0 will be adjacent to the cell 0 0 sorry 1 0 0 0. So 1 0 is applicable for AB here, and 0 0 is applicable for CD here. So let us move forward. Karnaugh map SOP minimization, that is sum of the product minimization. Karnaugh map is actually used for simplifying Boolean expressions to get a minimum form expression, and a minimized SOP expression contains the fewest possible terms with the fewest possible variables per term. So we have to actually minimize the expression in such a way that we will get the minimum number of terms and minimum number of variables per term. So a minimized SOP expression will contain the fewest possible terms with the fewest possible variables per term. Generally, a minimum SOP expression can be implemented with fewer logic gates than a standard expression. So what is the need of minimizing this Boolean expression? Minimizing these expressions with the help of K-maps, that whenever we have to realize these expressions with the help of gates, it will require lesser number of gates when we have a minimized expression. So what is the aim here? We have to get the Karnaugh map SOP minimization process is very easy process. Let us move ahead directly to the steps. Whenever we have to map a standard SOP expression to the K-maps, we have to follow some steps, out of which the first step is the very important step, where we have to determine the binary value for each product term, and we already know what are the binary values of SOP terms and what are the binary values of POS terms. The binary values for SOP and POS are exactly the complement of each other. For example, we have a product term ABC. The binary value for that is 111. On the other hand, if we have some term A plus B plus C, the binary value for that will be 000. So the very first step is to find out the binary value of each term in the standard SOP expression. So after some usual practices, the evaluation will become very easy, and we will evaluate these terms mentally. the second step in the mapping process is, as each product term is evaluated, place a 1 on the Karnaugh map in the cell having the same value as the product term. Whatever the product terms has been given in the expression, which is not the minimized expression yet, which we have to minimize with the help of K-maps, the product terms, the evaluation of these product terms in binary values will be mapped accordingly. For example, we have been provided with the product term 0, 0, 0. So this will be mapped to the cell with the corresponding variables, that is A, B and C having 0, 0 and 0 binary values. Okay. On the other hand, if suppose we have to map A, B, C bar, that is 1, 1, 0, we can see in the diagram here that it has been mapped with 1, 1, 0. So 1, 1 is for AB and 0 is for C. Let us move ahead. We have been provided with an example and we have to map this Boolean expression into a K-map. So we can see here that there are three variables available in each of the product term. So we already know that an SOP expression is built with the help of the product terms. When the number of product terms are summed together, we get an SOP, standard SOP form, and standard SOP form will be having all the variables available in all the terms. So this is an expression which is in standard form. We have to map these product terms into a Boolean, into a K-map. Let us see. The solution has been provided here. We have 4 product terms available in the expression. Those are A bar, B bar, C, A bar, B, C bar, A, B, C bar and ABC. So we will firstly write down the binary values for each product term. So binary values come out to be as 001 for A bar, B bar, C, 010 for A bar, B, C bar and so on, 111 for ABC. So we can accordingly map all these product terms into the array, into the corresponding array of the K-map as has been provided here in the diagram. So see the diagram and it is easy to understand the things. And thank you for today. We will see in the next lecture the 4 variable K-map. Thank you.